Well, good morning and welcome to Zen Fits here in Blackstone, Virginia, the center of the world. Within you two are the center of the world. So let's talk about my center of the world, which is my big house. Yesterday, I talked about I live in a big house, and we talked about its many rooms. Each room is a situation, but there's only one house. There's only one situation, but we think there are many situations, all of which are either worse or better. But we're never deeply into, we never see the one situation that holds other situations. Anyway, today's story is the quest for the mysterious Om. So yeah, so if yesterday wasn't enough surprises, so then my wife wakes me up at 12 o'clock and says, there's the heat pumps are screaming. Something's wrong with the heat pumps. The heat pumps are humming. So it was freezing outside. So I went to the circuit breaker on the porch, which was cold, and turned off the circuit breakers to the heat pump. Still going. So what was it? I didn't know what it was. So I figured, well, I'll just have to call the furnace guy in the morning. So I went to sleep, but in the meantime, and trying to figure with the thermostat and turn it off on the thermostat, I turned the temperature down. So I woke up this morning and the house was freezing. But then I put on my, I went outside to look at this heat pump, and it wasn't running, and yet the hum was still going. So it must have been my neighbor's heat pump because it was making noise. Okay, so it was the neighbor's heat pump. Found it. Aren't we silly? So then came back in and wait a minute, that hum is still here. And I could just hear it in one spot of the dining room. It must be the refrigerator. So I put my ear on the refrigerator. Oh yeah, there's a hum there. So my wife finally came down and said, well, let's find out what this hum is. So I said, you stand where the hum is, and I'll go out the circuit breaker and start switching them off. So I started switching off circuit breakers, and she hollered, that's it. So I looked at the circuit breaker. We didn't have them labeled. And went into the dining room, and it was a circuit breaker to the stereo. And so it was a stereo speaker that had gone bad and was humming. Probably the woofer. Woof. So anyway, we found the mysterious Om. I was laughing. The house is chanting Om, Om. And that's the way we find God, through elimination. It's not this, it's not that, you see. So getting back to the big house, we find what we're looking for is the one situation, right? Everything is a different situation in the house. Metaphorically speaking now, the big house is your world. You are the center of it. You live in it as the center of your house. Okay, you move from room to room in your big house, in your world, and every room is a different situation. And some are better, some are worse, but never one situation is never completely satisfying. Why? You don't have the big house. You don't have the one situation. If you could find the one situation that has no second, it would be satisfying because there would be no possibility of another situation. There would be no comparing mind. Oh, this could be better. You need a little this or need a little that, and then I'll be satisfied. This isn't good enough. You need a little more, need a little less. More time, need more time to get to a better situation. And then we say, well, how can I get there quickly? Oh, you buy this or buy that or do this, and more meditation, more yoga. Change your religion, change your teacher. Anything to get to the one situation. The one situation. But we're in it all the time. Every situation is the big house, the one situation. But of course you can't see that. Because if you could see the big house, you have to be out on the street. You'd have to be outside of the situation to see that the situation is the one situation. But then you wouldn't be in the situation. So now there's two situations. There's a situation you're looking at, and there's the situation of you outside looking at it. That's two. So we keep multiplying it, you see. So we want to get to the one situation in order to find the hum. This irritating hum. This irritating vibration that says something's missing. Something's annoying. Something's not right. Something's not still. Something's moving. Something is wiggling. There's a grain of sand in the oyster. There's a thorn under my saddle. Something, somewhere, there's a situation that is perfect. Home. But when we're home, we're just in more situations. Go on a vacation, perfect vacation. More situations. Now the waiters, the service is bad. Go camping, oh, perfect. Now the bugs are driving me crazy. Oh, get a yacht. Now I gotta upkeep the yacht. Now get this situation, buy that new car. Now I gotta pay taxes on it. I gotta pay more. I bought a new Honda Accord, and I'm hit with a $200 property tax. Now that saved a lot. That's where all the gas, all the money I saved in gas, gone to the property tax. There is no. We're looking for the perfect situation. We're looking for that to get rid of the hum. So we have to go through the process of elimination. Find the circuit breaker and experiment. You're in this situation? Is this it? No. You keep eliminating the situations, the appliances, the rooms, the circuit breakers, until you find the one that holds the hum, that holds the irritant. Now, what would that be, you see? What is it in the big house that creates the hum that's so annoying? Why is it we cannot find the one situation that is just right, that cannot be different than it is, you see? Well, now that's a spiritual practice. I mean, that Zen does that. There are other traditions, but I play with Zen. Zen is the process of saying, not this, not this. You got a cone, you got a contradiction, you got a puzzle, you got a question, you got a hum in it. What is it? What is it, you see? What is it? We want to know what it is. What is the situation? Well, the situation is just this. It's so simple. The situation, listening to me is a situation. When I turn this off, it'll be a different situation. Get up and go get some coffee. That's a different situation. You go get some coffee. Spill the coffee. Now you're irritated. You see? So we're constantly fragmenting the one situation into many situations and finding them lacking. Or a better one, but then it doesn't last. I got a new kitchen. Or I got something new. Oh, great, satisfying. But it doesn't last. It becomes the old kitchen. Now, what else is new? I go click through Facebook, social media, websites. Oh, this is interesting. What else is new? Well, this is new. What else? Oh, this is new. Click, click, click. You're on the TV with the remote, going through the cable channels. Well, this is interesting. That's boring. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's boring. I'm looking for the perfect situation. But we're in it. You are the perfect situation. It's just this. Just this. Don't add anything. Don't sprinkle any hot sauce on it. Just this. Whatever it is, it's just this. When you can arrive at that, there's no more elimination, because you cannot eliminate just this. You're down to rock bottom. It's just this, you see. And what is just this? But you are just this. You are the situation. Try to separate it. Now you're looking for a better situation. You're out of it. I'm on the way to a better promised land, you see. So just be just this situation, and that's the one situation that never changes. It's always changing, but it's always the same situation. And that is the center of the world. That is you. You are that which doesn't change in every situation. You are the unchanged, the unborn. Situation is born, but you're the unborn. You're the unchanged in the changing situations. But you have to go through the elimination of all the other situations that you think is the one situation and say, no, this is not it. The hum is not here. You are the hum. Find that in your home. Thanks for dropping in.